right. So I've been looking into researching and taking notes on bookkeeping, documenting expenses, and keeping track of all of this information because I looked into it before, but now that things are starting to pick up, it's kind of getting overwhelming. And I think I said in my last video that I was looking at different YouTube videos on how to do the bookkeeping yourself before you actually pay for software, because it's not necessary to pay $300 a month for QuickBooks if you're just starting out your business and you haven't made any money. So these are some notes I took a very long time ago when I was first thinking about opening a salon. So this is where I am now. These are very old notes, like very old. So I kind of, what's the word? I don't know. But I completely forgot about an operating agreement. So I went online. I remembered before when I looked it up that there is a template that you can get offline for your state. You just Google it and look at the one that works best for you. So I have that. I'm going to go through that, fill it out. And then also, what else? So I'll show you guys that when I do it. I already have my EIN. This is how to pay yourself as a business owner. Depending on the type of business, you can pay yourself as an employee and as an owner, which is what I'll be doing since it's a nail salon. I will be working as a nail tech as well as operating the business. So there's that. And then what else we got going on? So let's just skip to where I am. So one video I watched, he said to look at the Schedule C tax form on the IRS website, and it'll tell you all the things you are allowed to deduct, the different categories, which are all of these. So when you do your bookkeeping, if you watched my previous video, you'll see the videos that I suggested you watch, or not suggested you watch, but showed you the videos that I've watched currently or plan to watch, and then the YouTube channels that I've been watching. They aren't tailored specifically to nail salons, but you can apply the information to almost any business. You just have to take what information is applicable to you. So these are all the categories. I'm going to make my Excel spreadsheet and make sure I have some of these things already put in, because I believe I said before that I was going to practice doing it. I have yet to do that. But now that, like I said, things are starting to pick up, it's getting a little overwhelming. I'm losing track of stuff. So I need to start this sooner than later so that I don't miss anything or mess anything up. And then I also saw something about how to track the expenses for your vehicle if you're going to use that as a tax write-off. If you're going to do that, this is the information you need to have when you do it. This is stuff I'm going to keep track of daily, but then each week I'm going to take the time to actually input this information into a spreadsheet so that at the end of the month, when I go back and calculate all my expenses, it won't be as stressful. And then when I have to do it at the end of the year, it'll be even easier. So if you look, one of the categories is vehicle expenses. So you're going to need to have this in order to back this up. And if you look on this at the Schedule C tax form, it has on there what prove to us that you actually used your car for expenses. Now this is not mandatory. It's just an option. You don't all of this stuff. You don't have to deduct expenses for all of it. You don't have to do all of this. However, if you can, it makes more sense because you save more money. So I hope that made a bit of sense to someone. I'm going to try to get some footage for you guys showing me doing it, and then hopefully it'll help you in your business. Also, did I tell you guys that I started writing my employee handbook. Well, I didn't start writing anything actually. This is just a template on Canva, and I'm going to use this to fill in everything that I want. Now, this is not by any means mandatory. I've actually only worked at one salon that had an employee handbook, and I thought it was the most amazing thing because I am the type of person that, for me, it's easier to navigate certain things if we already have our expectations out there, especially when it comes to like employer-employee relationships. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have an employee handbook, and I'm kind of excited to get this done. I really want to have this completed before I start hiring people, and I'm looking to start hiring people possibly before the holidays, like maybe October-ish. So I want to have the handbook done. I want to have my application process written out and planned, and then I also want to have my onboarding process written out and planned. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys this because I'm really excited. This is literally the only page that I made. Cool, yay me. And then we'll fill in the rest. I don't think I want to have a bunch of pictures because I don't think that's necessary, but I do like the template that they have. So most of the pages will probably look like this, but all these extra pictures are not necessary. So yeah, thought I'd share that with you guys. So I've been sitting here watching some YouTube as usual, and I kind of made a draft of the outline for what I would like my employee handbook to cover. I'm going to take these notes, whatever, and then put it in my computer. And then I also wrote an outline of what I want the employment procedure to be for when I start hiring people. So what the application process entails, what the phone interview entails, what their demo day will be like, because I don't think it's necessary to have a in-person interview and then have them come in again for a demo. Like, let's save on gas, let's save our time. All that is not necessary. So we'll have the interview over the phone, and then should we both decide that we want to move forward, myself and the person, I'll email them after the phone interview with instructions on the demo day, which they basically perform some services and all that fun stuff. And then if they accept employment, then we'll go on to orientation. If they don't want to accept my offer, they can always email me back, and we don't even have to go through this, and then they don't have to come in. Everybody wins. So I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I feel like I should type this up into the computer, but then the other part of me is like, I really need to start that spreadsheet to track my expenses because I've been putting it off long enough. So stay tuned for that. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but only time will tell. All right, so ignore the iPad in the background. It's my daughter. So I made my logs. This is the template I used on Canva, and then I just switched it to how I want it. So I made one for client appointments. This will just be the paper way to track everything. So if there's any discrepancy, I can always go back to this, see the client name, see who serviced them, what service they got, things like that. Then we made one for the vehicle logs, my expense tracker, and then this information is, this is the sheet I'm going to use on a weekly basis, and then I'll input all of that each month into the spreadsheet to keep track of everything that way. And then I also have the work log. So say for instance, one of the employees doesn't know if they worked a certain day or how long they were there, or if I'm questioning something, or if something comes up, whatever, we'll have this record to show, what the date was, who was here, how long they were here, things like that. I think that's the last one, yeah. So these are, you know, those.
Mom,
No, thank you.
but you already got some.
You eat it. You put it in the bowl. You eat it. So those are my logs. If I want to change anything, I will. But because I left like this stuff blank, I can just print a bunch of them off, keep them in some sort of folder or binder, and just fill them in as needed. And if you want to do the same thing, you can just get on Canva, choose whatever template you like. I just like this one because it was very... Oh, come on. I just like this one because... Oh my God. I just like this one because it was pretty simple and it was easy to edit. Not a whole lot going on. And then I just put my logo at the top because, you know, it's cute. We like to personalize stuff. Why not? So yeah, I'll save these to my computer, probably email it to myself and then print it at Staples or something. And then this is what the screen looks like. So it is $100 per license. This is just for the nail technology. I will have to submit another one in order to be licensed to perform services for aesthetics. So any waxing and things like that. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I do want to be able to provide like minor waxing services like lip, chin, eyebrows, maybe neck, you know, nothing too extreme because as you saw, my salon is not that big. So we won't be doing like Brazilians or anything like that. Pretty much anything from the neck up, I want to be able to provide. So each license is $100. This is the one for nail technology. When I do the one for aesthetics, it'll be the same process. I have to submit the hand-drawn, whatever, hand-drawn sketch, and then everything is the same. So here we are, about to pay for this, and then we'll be moving on. We did it. So now we just have to wait for them to review the application and schedule the inspection. The variance request is only if you don't have the square footage required. You can kind of ask for like an exemption sort of thing. Like, hey, I know I'm supposed to have 600 square feet and I only have 550. Can you let me slide? Like something like that. So this is where we are in the process. So excited. All right, so excuse me. Really quickly, I just wanted to give you guys this tool, I guess, that can help you. So I Googled PA tax registration because I know there are other forms I need to fill out. I just can't remember what they are. And this lovely little link popped up. So if you're in PA, this could help you. And if you're in another state, you can just do it for your state. So, where is it? This one. Starting a business in Pennsylvania, a guide to Pennsylvania taxes. Anybody starting a business in your state, just look up something similar for your state and it'll pretty much walk you through the process depending on what type of business you are opening. So I hope this is helpful to somebody because I know the whole process can be a little bit overwhelming and a little scary at the same time because nobody wants to play with the IRS. And it covers everything you need to know for your state. And then of course, there are other things you have to do within the district, borough, whatever municipality that you are starting the business in. But hopefully this is helpful as like a first step. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. I think it'll be helpful to somebody. So bless you. All right, so I'm currently freaking out because, as you guys saw, I submitted the application to have the salon licensed as a salon. And initially, when I looked into it about a month ago, I called the state board and asked them, like, how long would it take for them to schedule the inspection? And they told me 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, whatever. So I recently put the salon license in. When I reached out to them again, this time they told me 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm like, okay, cool, because these are all the things I still need anyway. Not this, because I'm not going to do the aesthetics license yet. But this is all the stuff I need. The stuff with the check marks is the stuff I already have. I'm sorry, the stuff with the check marks. I don't know what I just said. I'm like excited and anxious at the same time right now because the inspector just called me to do the inspection. And he's like, I can come today. And I'm like, ooh, no, you can't, because, you know, I still need all this stuff. So me being excited, I scheduled the inspection for next Thursday. Mind you, I still don't have a first aid kit. I still don't have the storage container for the linen. I still don't have the towels. I still don't have the wet sanitizer. I still don't have the, like, and signage. So there is signage already there, but it's not my salon name. So I don't know if that's going to be an issue or what, but I'm trying to figure out a way to get all this stuff by next Thursday. Not to mention, they still didn't turn on our utilities yet. So I don't know. He said I can just call back to reschedule, but part of me is like, bruh, I really want to like get this done, because as soon as I pass the inspection, I can start taking clients. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get this stuff like ASAP. So yay, but at the same time, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. If I can't figure it out, then I'm just going to call him tomorrow and reschedule for maybe like 2 more weeks out. But for now, I'm going to see what I can do. Come on, focus. All right, y'all. So I had talked to my mom, talked to 2 of my sisters, because sometimes I don't always think logically when I'm excited. So I had to talk to them because, you know, they can give me honest advice. And they said, girl, in so many words, they said, girl, you about to let a first aid kit, some towels, and a laundry basket stop you from getting your inspection? You're crazy. So I ordered the first aid kit. Let me see. I have that. My mom is going to give me one of her laundry baskets with a lid on it. I ordered that. Already have that. Ordered that. Already have that. Already have that. Already have that. So we are good to go. Everything is scheduled to be here sometime between this Thursday and this Saturday. And then the few things I have at my house, I'm going to move that over to the salon, because I do have some nail supplies still here. So I'm going to move that over there. And y'all, we is ready to go. We is ready to go. We ready to go. We're going to get our inspection next Thursday. We are going to pass that inspection and we are good to go. And honestly, I feel like this was God telling me, like, stop dragging your feet, because I have a little bit, there are periods where I get like a little bit unmotivated, if that's the word. So I feel like this is him like kicking me into high gear, like, girl, you over here wasting time that you don't even have to be wasting. Like, get it done. So I'm getting it done, y'all, and I'm really excited. Yay! All right, so I'm really excited because my packages came with the stuff that I ordered for the salon for the inspection next week. So I'm really excited. My children are watching TV in the background, so ignore that. But I'm about to open these up and make sure everything is inside. Because, yeah, it's like crunch time right now. And I don't really have the time to order anything else or go looking for something else if everything is not here. So I'm about to open these up. and make sure everything is inside. Oh my gosh. We're gonna hope for the best. I think it's in the basement. But, all right, so this is, looks like the towels. This is proving to be very difficult. Alright, so yeah, this is the towels. I got black because that was the color that was the least expensive. I wanted gray, not even gonna lie, but the gray ones only had like 12 in a pack, and they wanted like 40 $40 for it. This had 24 in a pack, and it was like 20 bucks. So, not the best quality. You get what you pay for. They are very thin, like very, you can see through it, very thin, but whatever. It's gonna get us through the inspection, right? It just looks like a giant washcloth. Like, it don't really even look like a salon towel to me. Or maybe, I don't know. It's just not what I expected. But it was cheap, so I got it, and it'll have to do. Let's see. Oh, this is a sterilizing tray. Oh, this is just that little plastic thing where you put the barbicide in the bottom and you put your tools in there. You can close it and it can sterilize. I don't use these. I got this because initially I wasn't going to get the large UV sterilizer. I'm like, I'll just get this, whatever. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna get the UV sterilizer because I want it anyway, so I might as well get it now. And I forgot to take this out of the cart, but we'll use it for something. Again, I don't use these because I don't want my tools to get rusted, but I done bought it now, so either I'll send it back or I'll use it. Doing this with one hand is really a mess. So, it's pretty big. It's bigger than what I thought it was gonna be. So, it like lifts up like that. And then you have your barbicide and water mixture because you dilute the barbicide, put it in the bottom. Put your tools in here, submerge it for a while, and then open it, let it dry, whatever, again, so your tools don't rust. But again, we will find a use for it, my friend. And then, let's see. Okay, this is the first aid kit. So the blood pathogen / blood spill kit will be here either Friday or Saturday. No, what's today? The 29th? So either tomorrow or Friday, the blood spill kit will get here. But this is the first aid kit. This is all that it comes with because I'm not opening it. And it includes everything that the state board had on their list. So, because they will give you, you can go on their website and look at the list, But when you go to apply for your salon license, they'll also send you, they'll email you a list as well, and it'll tell you every single thing that your first aid kit has to include. So mine does include everything that's on that list, plus a couple other things. So that's good. All right, let's get into that. Child, now it come in 2 boxes. They just trying to make my life difficult. I appreciate the extra packaging, to be honest. Oh, I did cut my finger. Ooh. Oh, this is the sterilizer. Let's see if I can sit this down here. Ow, my finger really hurt. Oh, gosh. Maybe I might have to open that first aid kit after all. All right, so this is the UV sterilizer. This is the bottom. I don't know if that's obvious or not, but this is the bottom. I just have it laying on its back to show you guys. Ooh, fancy. It smells like a new car. That's interesting. It comes with these instructions, I guess, or just a little about information, and that's all that came in the box besides styrofoam. Excited about that. All right, so I'm about to just put everything back in the boxes that they came in so that I can take it to the salon this weekend. I'm gonna try to set up as much as I can on Saturday, so then that way next week I don't have that much to do. We got it back in. Yay. All right. So we're putting the floors in. This is how it looks. I'm excited. I'm tired. We're both tired, but it looks good. All right, so this is our setup for the inspection. Right now we just have one manicure station because that's all we need for the inspection. I'm still deciding what stations I want. I think I found the ones I want, but I'm really not sure. And then I just have to put a chair on this side because you have to have a chair for both. And then we got the chairs in. They're not hooked up yet. They're just kind of sitting there. And then you need your bin with a lid for your soiled linens and towels. All right, so it's 9:35 on July 7th. I am on my way to the salon because it is inspection day. So the inspection is scheduled for 10 o'clock. I'm not that far. I'm thinking about stopping for some coffee from Wawa, but we'll see how much time I have when I get there because everyone's driving like they're afraid to drive. So, yeah. But I'm excited. Woohoo! Okay, not everyone, just this car. I think I'm gonna go around like everybody else. Hold on. It is inspection day. I'm like nervous and excited at the same time. I don't know what this guy looks like. At first I was hoping he was running late, but now I'm actually hoping he's on time because I am tired. This has been a long week getting ready, and I just can't wait for it to be done. All right, so here we are. This is what it's looking like for the inspection. You only need one chair and one table for the inspection, so we just have this for now. The Manny stations should be here in a couple weeks, but for now, this should be fine. So, really excited. I think I should turn the air on. It's kind of hot in here. So much has happened, and I have not updated you guys. So today is July 18th. I don't think I recorded after the inspection, which was on July 7th, but we passed. Yay! Found out that day. They emailed, no, later that day, like in the evening, it showed up on the website that everything had been submitted, and it was basically like processing. And then within a couple days, it showed up on the state board's website that we had passed, and it had the new license number. And then after that, I got an email with a letter from the state board saying that we passed with the license number and everything. So now I'm just waiting for the physical license to come in the mail. But the email the letter that they sent in the email serves as like a temporary license. So if I wanted to take clients right now, I could, but we're going to wait until the grand opening. What else? I don't even know what else happened. Oh, we contacted a local company to do the window signs. So that should be done probably in a month because their printer is broken, but that should be done in a month. We have a plumber coming Friday to connect the pedicure chairs. And then Sunday, I'm going to the supply store because they're not open on Saturdays anymore. And I work during the week. And yeah, I think that's it. We're kind of on a roll. And it's, if it wasn't real before, it's real now. So I made this on Canva and I posted it to my Instagram, just letting people know that each month we will be recognizing a different industry and offering them 10% off pedicures. And I want to do different occupations that are kind of under recognized, like waitresses, home health aides, people that, what is it called? Rideshare drivers for like Uber and Lyft, Uber Eats, all of that, DoorDash, taxi drivers, if you drive like buses for public transportation, so all of that. What else? Cleaning service personnel, so everything like that. I'll probably also make a post just asking people, what's your industry? Do you want it to be recognized? Things like that. Cashiers, everything. So that's that. I thought that was pretty cute. And then, so I posted that one already. So I brought this book from Walmart. Originally, I was going to use a binder. So I was in Walmart looking for dividers, and I actually found this. And it has like a slot where you can put like a cover page. And then it has all these different sections. So I'm actually going to use this to hold my expense reports when I print them out, or not expense reports, what are they called? Like expense logs, like to track my expenses for each month. I'm going to keep it in here. And it has like a little folder, I don't know. I just thought this was cute and a lot less, what's the word? Not as heavy as a binder. And it doesn't take up a lot of space. So, I thought that was cute. So, I just finished the applications that I'm going to have. My goal is to advertise that we're hiring at the same time that I'm advertising the grand opening. I'm hoping to hire somebody no later than the end of October, at least one person, if not two. So this is what the application looks like. I literally just Googled a template and then edited it the way I wanted it to be. Just added and took stuff out. So this is what it is. I wasn't gonna ask for references, and then I'm like, well, maybe I'll just ask for one, and then I settled on two. I may change it again, but I don't know. I think it's important to know if you have someone that will vouch for you. Like, you should have at least one person vouch for you, maybe two, but so I decided to add that on there. And that's where we are. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not going to have two separate pages though. I'm definitely going to print it front and back. So I'm just going to double check this one more time for any grammatical errors and check my notes to see if there's anything else I want to add. But for the most part, this is the application. I think it looks pretty good.
Put the TV in.
We can't.
Okay.
So ignore my stuff in the chair, but this is the updated look. I'm gonna have the swatches in those two containers. I think that looks really cute. I added the dry erase board to put like the specials and things that we'll be having. Got the TV mounted. We got 2 manicure stations so far. I'm gonna add another one, just not yet. I don't really need to right now. And the pedicure chairs have been installed. So these are the permanent spots for them. There's still like a lot of space. I think that's amazing. So this is kind of like the rough draft. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that table yet. I'm getting different caddies to hold the pedicure stuff, and there's a bunch of junk on there now anyway. But this is kind of the rough draft, I guess. For the most part, this is the gist of it. But I am, oh, and ignore the trash in the bathroom. Not trash, but the mops and stuff in the bathroom. But yeah, really excited. We're getting there. Gotta get the internet and everything hooked up. But I would say, you know, so far so good. A few weeks left to go. I think this looks amazing. I do want to move that, and I want to get something like just to go underneath the TV to hold storage. Like each station will hold the stuff for that specific station, and then I want storage to put stuff that everyone will use, like general items, maybe a little bit of back stock. So yeah, we'll see. But yes, so excited.